next video of A Town of Light. I'm really sorry there's been a delay in it. I was at work and I wasn't feeling very great when I got home from work, so I haven't played anymore. I'm sorry. So it's been about 5 days since I played it. So we'll jump back into it and see what happens next. I'm really not feeling too well today. Bad stomach, bad head. My back is really hurting. I'm feeling pretty crappy, to be perfectly honest. But I wanted to do a video today for you guys, and to carry on this game anyway. I hope everybody's doing okay today. It's beautiful sunshine. I feel really bad because I never went into work, but I was being sick, and you don't need to know all that. But anyway, like I said, I feel pretty shitty. I'm also waiting for some boxes, the next Lara boxes to turn up, so I can do some unboxing videos. I have got a couple of PC games that I want to try. I do want to try and finish What Happened to Edith Finch. I might do a video after this. Depends how I feel. Hopefully I won't be sick again. Fingers crossed. So let's go and find out what we're going to do next. I have to turn it up a bit because, bear with me a minute. For some unknown reason I can't hear the game. I was having problems with my PlayStation, so I had to rejigger it. Where are we? Not that one. Alright. Can you hear me? Yeah. I think that's okay now. Right. Okay, cool. Right. Let's go back into the game. There we go. I can hear the game now.
Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system.
That was a good job. I did sort the thing out, otherwise you wouldn't have heard that. Looks like they've had the builders in. Hi to the person who's watching. I hope you're doing okay. And you enjoy this video. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. That'd be awesome. I need all the likes I can get. If you remember in the last video you found out that her best friend that she'd made in it was also abusing her as well. And she sort of let it happen. Because that was the only friend she had. It's really sad.
scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
I'm bugging myself up now. I've got to go back down here. There we go. There's a bench. I think I just triggered a memory. Oh, what's that?
Let's look for Amara in the kitchens in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse.
Okay. See what we got next. We've read that. What we got down here? Is that new? I think that's new.
He told me about Bruna's father and brother, but I was already very ill. The light had returned, and that thing made me suffer even more. It was my world, and it was crumbling. When I spoke to Bruna about it, she turned her head away and was silent for a long time. Prince Charming doesn't exist, Renee. At least not for us. I was 14 years old. I didn't think it was possible for a boy to look at me and desire me. When he asked me if I wanted to go for a walk, I didn't say anything. I didn't even have the courage to look at him. Things improved for a number of years, then suddenly everything came crashing down. One evening I came home drunk, and the following morning a terrible crisis overcame me all of a sudden. What had I done? I was terrified. I thought I'd lost my sight. The light burned my eyes from inside. The memories of the previous day emerged in bursts, images, flashes, which unleashed something monstrous inside me. Repetition of words was no longer sufficient. Now there was a voice in my head which repeated them louder than I did, and they were words of accusation and blame. So I covered my ears and shouted and hit my head against the wall and threw up. I remember the doctor, the wall filthy with blood and vomit. My mother wasn't looking at me. Bruna was crying but trying to hide it. Charlotte was beside me. I never told anyone what had happened. He came to visit me, but I refused to see him. I became agitated. I think he liked me, even though things turned out badly. In that period, I began to suffer from memory loss. The few things I learned didn't please me at all. He told me that I was looking for him. It was all my fault. Bruna told me that sometimes I got drunk. People in the village gossiped about me. Sometimes I was covered in black and blue marks. I didn't realize what was happening to me, what I was doing. I was no longer in control of my life. From my little corner.
I think I read this one.
He felt accused, hurt. I chased him away. I insulted him. He was proud, handsome. He said things about me to other people, which he shouldn't have said. Mother caught me coming home drunk. She beat me and sent me to speak to Don Gino every day. He came back and tried to speak to me. I think he liked me. Sometimes I sent him packing and I started shouting at him. But other times I embraced him. I held him tight and loved him.
Yeah, I think I've done the rest of that. So let's go and see if we can find armor. Nothing. So she said behind the behind the greenhouse in the basement. Okay. This looks like the greenhouse here. Oh, stupid cat's coming to see me. There we go, there's a greenhouse. Oh. Oh no. Another memory. That's not good. A bike. Right, let's go and have a look. Unless I can go back in here. Yeah. This must be the kitchen.
Come on. Come on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain.
Oh. Big ass ovens.
Keep looking. We mustn't give up. Where could she be? We've got to talk to her. Everything will be all right. But being here now, I don't like it. Come on, let's look for her, quickly.
I'm looking. I don't know where else you want me to look. I'm in the kitchen.
We can't stay in here too long. They'll find us. When they found us... Come on, hurry. We've got to find her quickly. We've got to get out of here. They'll find us. But not now. Not yet. Amara's not here. Maybe she's in the showers. We can find her there. The water was often cold. When it was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renee under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me. Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us.
All the washing machines. Right, we've got showers. There might be some nudity again. I'll forewarn you now. Right, okay, so no showers here. Right. So we're knocking on the door. What door? What's that? Okay, where are we? Oh, we read this. Oh wait, that was that. There we go.
I no longer considered my body as something disgusting and ill. Far from it. I began to look at myself, to caress myself, and smell my own skin. I began to explore and experiment, finding physical pleasure. My ideas were not very clear, and I never spoke to anyone about these things. Bruna, however, spoke about them. She boasted about her love stories and her young men. By marvelous, generous, and kind boys. Thus, I fantasized about her adventures, pretending that I was the main protagonist. But how could I ever be like her? Occasionally I recall that she had black and blue marks on her body, but I was so naive that I did not understand. I did not put two and two together. It was Don Gino who explained things to me a few years later. He told me about Bruna's father and brother, but I was already very ill. The light had returned, and that thing made me suffer even more. It was my world, and it was crumbling. When I spoke to Bruna about it, she turned her head away and was silent for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, so let's find these showers. Oh, we got it around here somewhere. Okay. Okay, let's find these. Okay, where the hell is these showers? It's locked.
We have to turn the water on in the showers and switch the boiler on. All the plumbing systems were in the kitchen area.
Right, so it's in here. Yeah, we got it. thing. What did I tell you? There we go.
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
Right, now I can switch the boiler on.
See you later. Bye.
Alright, see you later.
See ya.
Alright. There's got to be a switch around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. There we go.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Ah, that door's open now. Cool. I'm sorry I'm not talking very much. I'm just trying to concentrate on what I'm doing and what I've got to do. I know where I am. Okay, I found the showers before, didn't I?
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes. Not in this ward. Not in observation, remember?
Yeah, calm
Let's
ward,
go
yeah.
to the calm ward.
That's right, yeah. On the other side. Yeah, it's open now. There we go. What's this?
I didn't tell anyone about the light. I knew that something terrible was happening to me. I thought that I would die, and the shame I felt was so deep that an uncontrollable restlessness took over me. I was afraid when other people were nearby. I saw fingers pointed at me, mouths laughing, condemning me. I tried to be alone. I would sit down on the ground and, curled up in the dark, I would repeat a word, any word, in continuation. This helped me not to think, not to lose myself. I would spend entire days like this, hoping that my mother would ignore me. Her compassionate words hurt me and terrorized me even more, and so I had to... shout and shout and shout those words. After a few days, things got better, and little by little, I came out of my hiding place. But the fear was always there, under the surface, ready to strike me even harder.
Right. Right. Sharon's gonna be in. I can hear the water. Okay, what's this? Oh, I've been in here. So, where the hell was the shower? Okay, I'm missing something somewhere. I can hear the water. It's so bloody dark, there's no lights. Aha, there we go.
Everything's ready.
Right.
Let's get undressed and leave our clothes on the hooks in the changing rooms.
Okay.
Let's turn the water on now, and everything will be as before.
Okay, she's like remembering when she was a kid. Okay, so it's all trippy now. How do I switch the water on? Okay, I'm stumped. Aha, there it is. Oh, yeah, like I said, Yeah, not suitable for adults. I'm gonna find Amara. Oh yeah. Sorry about this.
Amara was the only thing Renee had.
Mm.
They separated them. Renee went to the slightly agitated ward, the one that terrified everybody.
Pretty disturbing.
Those injections were a torture, the just punishment for what I was doing. And what about her? Who knows where Amara was? They had taken me upstairs into the ward where no one wanted to go.
Okay then. On that note, again, apologies for the nudity. Um, I'm gonna leave the video here now. Drop a like on this video if you liked it, and I will carry it on. I'll try and do another one tomorrow if I'm feeling okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Wiley out. Bye, guys.